Can y'all hear us? Everybody that's watching, can y'all hear us?
Checking sound quality. Just waiting for everybody to try to come in.
Hey, sis. Y'all check in. Sit on down. Sit on down. Get
Hey,
y'all
girl.
mugs.
Hey, Marcy.
Hi. So we going back and forth between both phones. My sister going live too.
So we just waiting for some more people to come in so we can go ahead and get started.
Y'all, my sister made some chicken salad, y'all. This ain't busting. So y'all excuse me if y'all see me munching, because that's what I'm doing.
And drinking.
Right. We got a little late afternoon cat.
You know, it's been a long day. It's been a hard day at work. Everybody just need a glass of wine at this point.
Yeah, get y'all a little glass of wine while we checking in. Y'all get y'all a little glass of wine and some chicken salad.
Alright, so we got people coming in. Hey y'all, we got people coming in, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. That's our intro music right there. Trying to get closer to our dreams and closer to a place of happiness. So today's topic is going to be happiness and forgiveness, and just finding happiness and finding the strength of forgiveness. Again, I'm J. Terry Otashi, whichever y'all prefer to call me. I am the owner of Perfectly Brown. And right now we're doing the More About Something podcast, which is just an endeavor. I also have a jewelry line, which is called Embrace Jewelry Line. So do a couple different things. You can find us on Instagram at _I am perfectly brown _ or you can visit our website at www.perfectlybrown.com. This is Neva.
Hi. I'm talking to both cameras right now, but I'm Neva Branch. This is my sister. She started a More About Something podcast, and she asked me to be a co-host, and for that I am truly honored. She's seen a lot of my journey and a lot of what I've been through, so I really am honored to be here. I'm a certified life coach. I'm a published author, and I do a little bit of not grief counseling, but kind of like coaching. So I kind of help people through their grief. A lot of what I do is based off of experiences that I had, and we're gonna talk some more about that today. But you can find me on Facebook. To your followers, y'all can find me on Facebook at Neva, Neva Branch. I'm on Instagram at My Path to Peace 1 with the number 1. Snapchat, same thing. My website is www.mypathtopeace.com, and there you can find information about my services, my books, etc., etc. So, moving forward,
yes,
you know we got to start off with our positive affirmation and our quote.
Absolutely.
So this is coming from the book of
Acts of Faith.
Acts of Faith. This is Ayanna Van Zant's book, Acts of Faith. And this is an older book, but it's really, really good. Right. So the one for today, the quote says, "When self-respect takes its rightful place in the psyche, you will not allow yourself to be manipulated by anyone." And she goes on to say, "Loving, wanting, or being with someone else is absolutely no reason to abuse, neglect, or disrespect yourself. In all of our relationships, we can only give what we have. When we have a sense of self, an honest consciousness of our needs, a clear concept of what we want, we can respect ourselves. We set the standard of how we want to be treated. It remains our responsibility to make sure that anyone and everyone who comes into our lives treats us as well or better than we treat ourselves." Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
As well or better.
Right. If we are not honest with ourselves, how can we expect others to be honest with us? If we are not nurturing and supportive of ourselves, why would we expect it from anyone else?
Right.
If we do not expect and give the best to ourselves, where do we think it will come from? Our relationships can only be reflections of the relationships that we have with ourselves. So basically what Auntie is saying, it starts with you. It looks like I got a low network connection. I don't know what that means, but hopefully y'all can hear me. But just to elaborate a little bit on it so we can move into our topic, it all starts within. It starts with yourself. So you got to respect yourself. you show people how you want to be treated. So if you take whatever, that's how people gonna treat you. And we have to remember that, especially as women, men too though, because y'all go through it as well. Right. But we have to remember to set boundaries. And I think I posted something earlier about that, setting boundaries. It's okay to say no. It's okay to nurture yourself. So just keep that in mind as you go throughout your day and your life. And if you want to refer back to the book, again, that's Acts of Faith. It has a daily meditation, affirmation,
mantra, whatever you want to call it.
So that's good stuff there.
Okay, so as we know, the word of the day. We try to use the word of the day to make sure, hey, Donetta girl, try to make sure that we are expanding our vocabulary. So our word today is tantalized.
That's I feel like I didn't use that word before.
You didn't use that word before?
Tantalized.
Yes, girl. It's TANTALIZE. I was a slacker today, so I didn't print it out for everybody to see. So, excuse me. But the word means to excite the senses or desires of someone or yourself. So, tantalize. How do you excite your senses and just excite the sense of desires? I think when we think about our dreams and our happiness and the love that we have for people or one another, I think that's tantalizing. Because when it's so deep and it's so pure, it can be magical. So yes, tantalize is our word of today. Is it freezing?
I'm sorry, y'all.
It's okay. It's recorded, so if you can't hear everything,
if y'all can't hear, y'all can definitely go back and look at it. I apologize.
And grab
a little storm.
We're
about to have a little storm here, so that might be why. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so if you hear lightning and thunder, that's all that's going on. We ain't got no sound effects in the back and nothing like that. Yeah. So again, today's topic is happiness, like just finding happiness, whether it's internally or externally, and finding the strength to forgive, which in return could grant you happiness. So we want to start off with like the questions, like, and maybe we're asking each other, or maybe we're asking you all, like, when was the last time you were genuinely happy? Or when was the last time that something just made you happy and you couldn't explain it? Like, it just shot up through your bones. It made you sweat a little bit.
And if y'all can hear us on this side, please chime in. I don't know if it's working. Well, y'all can hear us on this side. So y'all can definitely chime in and answer that. You go first, sis. When was the last time you felt truly happy?
I can say I was truly happy when I shot my shot, you know. And just finding out that me and Lynn had been in the same place at the same time and didn't know each other. We had a mutual friend, and I was just honestly shocked, and that this came in the form of happiness. So it was tantalizing to the senses. Because I was like, I didn't even know you knew who I was, or let alone like me. So that was an experience that was really happy. I was like, oh shit, I'm over here shooting my shot, and you already been looking. So, you know, that was a real, genuinely, truly happy time right there.
That's cool. And I think love can do that. Like, when you first meet somebody and y'all in that first little phase of just getting to know each other, and even after that, like, if that's truly like your ride or die, your soulmate, like, you're gonna feel that. And it's not gonna always be that way. Like, every single day, it's not gonna always be you know,
happiness and bliss.
Lucky, but
it's
for the
work.
most part, it is work. But I'm glad that you found it though. I remember us having our talks, baby. But anyway,
that's another story for another time.
That's another time. But anyway, I would say for me, the last time I was truly happy, it was actually today. And I know y'all probably like, whatever, but I like reflected back on my life, like the past. For those of you who know or don't know, y'all probably don't know, but I was involved in a really bad car accident a couple months ago. It went back in April. And was almost paralyzed. Like, it was, my healing process was so crazy. And
you ain't supposed to be here,
girl. Not supposed to be here. Well, I'm supposed to be here because I'm here, but
you know what we're saying.
I wasn't. But I had a doctor's appointment today, and the doctor, she was like, "Wow, look at you," and I was like, I ain't really thought about it, but I was like, dang, I am doing all right. Like, I can walk. I don't have the neck brace on anymore. So today, and then my daughter is happy and healthy. I got my family back. I got my man back. Like, everything is just blossoming and flourishing. Right. So I went to the labyrinth today and just counted my blessings and reflected on them. And I think I'm at a truly happy space. And it took a while to get there, but it's coming though.
That's
definitely
good.
Coming.
So what are some other things that have made you happy? I know for me, another thing has been like graduating law school and writing the book. Honestly, I was more happy to publish my book than I was to graduate law school, because it was just like you birthed a whole child. Like you just laying it all out on the line. And you don't know if people are going to buy your stuff. You don't know if people are going to like your stuff. But it doesn't matter at that point because you're doing it for you.
Right, exactly. I feel the same way with my book. And you saw my process. She saw my process, y'all.
We was in shambles the whole time.
Yeah, it was bad.
Show them the book.
Matter of fact, this bad boy right here.
Right here.
This bad boy right here.
Short, so you know.
Just going through the process of writing it and going through the experiences that allowed me to write it, like just going back through those and writing them, it was just like, wow, I was reliving it. So I would cry to her like almost every day and just be like, girl, I can't do this, I can't do it. And she was like, yes, you can, you just gotta do it, just take your time. And my therapist, my old therapist, Miss Latricia Penny, if you seeing this, hey Miss Penny.
Hey Miss Penny, because she my therapist too.
Right, she also like kind of gave me that little kick in the butt, like, girl, you got this, you got the experience. Yeah. But then they both kind of told me too, take your time with it, like don't rush it, just go as it comes along. It'll come out and it'll be perfect. And so when I was finally done with it, I was just like, oh my god, I finished. You did it, girl.
But when I said you had us crying and stuff in the office, I was like, I can't read this at work.
Girl, it was a journey. But then the thing too about finding happiness, and me and my other sister talked about this the other day. When you happy, you be like, oh wait, am I happy? And we do something that's supposed to be right. Happy. Am I supposed to be happy? And somewhere deep down inside, we feel like, oh, I don't deserve this, or it's no way I can be happy right now. Like this just ain't right.
Right, or you expect something bad to happen while you're happy.
Because we so used to like the BS and the trauma and the bad experiences, and so I think sometimes we'll sabotage that happiness. Yeah. Instead of just embracing it. Like if you are happy, even if it's for 5 minutes, like if you feel some type of happiness or peace, just embrace it and let it flow. And if something bad happened the next day, oh well, you did get a little ounce of it before that. Right. But even then, just learning how to embrace it, I think that's another thing that kind of hinders us as well.
Right, and this is a part of my happiness, just in case y'all don't know. Just Justice and Perfectly Brown.
Yes.
My 2 children's books for our babies.
To my people. If y'all got little kids, buy these books.
Get them books.
I promise you, they're really good.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just like it's sad that we're conditioned to expect the worst when we are happy. Like, why can't we just be happy without expecting the worst? So it's just like with expecting the worst, I feel like that comes from a place of trauma. So like, who are we outside of that pain and trauma that we've experienced?
And I think our generation is the one, and I'm not saying generations prior to us haven't done the work, but I think we always at a battle because we stuck between the trauma that's been passed down to us, because it does go in our DNA.
And cellular.
We're stuck between that and who we were and what we came from versus what we know we can be and who we trying to be. Right. So that's like a everlasting like battle. And it's hard to like find a middle ground, because I think as you find happiness, a lot of who you were and a lot of who people are used to you being, you're not that person anymore. So people that have known you, they looking at you like, who you think you is now?
Right. I hate when people do that. Like, I gotta stay the same. Right. Like, I don't have to stay the same person that I was yesterday, last week, last month, last year, 10 years ago. Growing up is a part of happiness. Like, it should be a part of happiness, and just trying to find your way through life, like, that's a part of everything. Like, you experience trauma and pain, but nobody ever teaches us how to get through that properly or how to deal with that. A lot of times in our community, we're just told to like suck it up, or you don't have any issues or problems. And that's not always the case, because we deal with mental health, and it's just like it's swept under the rug. Like, you can't sweep that under the rug. Yeah, you can pray about it. Yeah, you can go to church about it. But if you're not taking the steps to help yourself, and just knowing that something is wrong, you always have the gut feeling when something is wrong, but you just got to take the initiative to handle it. It don't matter what nobody say.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. And I feel like we wear these masks too.
Yeah.
Like, we wear these masks too. So I feel like sometimes we aren't given the proper, and thankfully, I thank God I've been given the proper time to heal. So there's been moments where I really didn't have to work for a certain amount of months, and that was my time to heal. And I feel like everybody don't have that opportunity. So it's kind of hard when you got to go to work, come home, take care of the kids, take care of the household, et cetera, but you trying to heal. It's like, when do you find time to heal? And how do you heal if you have all this other stuff piled up and that you're trying to do and that you're trying to manifest? How do you actually do that? So I think that's another problem that we have. And what I say to that is just finding something that brings you some kind of peace, even if it's just carrying around a little crystal or a little stone, or just doing you a meditation before work in the car, instead of listening to Ricky Smiley and all them, how we be doing.
Girl, this Black
But one
Tony
day out of the
had me
week, he's
rolling.
funny now. He will like brighten up your day and just get you in that mode to get ready to work. But just taking one day out the week and saying,
or even 15 minutes
15
a day.
minutes.
We got 24 hours.
Right.
Take you 15 minutes. I don't care if you take your 15-minute break at work. Go walk somewhere.
just to
go
center yourself.
Right. Go
Just
sit in
center
your
yourself.
car. I don't care if it's live music that gets you excited and gets you going.
Definitely.
Sit there and listen to live music. If it's Candy Crush, sit there and play your Candy Crush for 15 minutes.
If it's Facebook, come on to Facebook.
You know what I'm saying? Be a
Come
booker.
on to Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever it is, and don't feel guilty about it. Like,
Right.
whatever your thing is,
Don't
if it
let
brings
people
you
make
peace,
you feel guilty about it.
exactly, because I think people do that too, girl.
People are super judgmental.
It's a whole nother episode right
Like,
there.
if you like to draw and you haven't drawn in a long time, go draw something. Go
Right.
get you a coloring book. Take it back to the basics when you didn't have no responsibilities. Take it back where you could enjoy life and you're not worried about nothing. And that's childhood.
Yeah.
For the most of us, it's childhood.
Even going to a park sometimes can be like, whew.
Right.
It's kind of like an escape, because you see all these kids, and I think that's why people are drawn to babies too, and like little children.
It's so pure.
Because they still have their innocence. And I think somebody said this, I can't remember who said it, but it's like children still have their innocence, and that's why we so drawn to it, because they don't be worried about nothing. Like,
They have
Naima,
nothing to worry about.
she could literally get in trouble. 5 minutes later, she all in your face like, what's up, girl? Like, she ain't holding no grudge like how we do.
Right.
We can get into it with somebody and don't say nothing to them, don't talk to them for the rest of our lives, and it don't even be that serious. So that's another part of finding your peace. Just taking a little bit of time, even if it's 10, 15 minutes, to do something that you thoroughly enjoy.
For yourself. Like, I know moms that will sit and eat food in their car so they ain't got to share.
Oh, girl, I done ate in the bathroom and everything.
If that's your peace place of eating in the bathroom so you ain't got to share with everybody else, do your thing.
Definitely.
If you coming from the gym, you like, damn, I want some ice cream, but I just left to get your damn
So
ice
what?
cream.
So what? Girl.
You
that's
gonna
what
want
I'm
it
talking
another day, you might as well get it today.
Do what make you happy.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, let me see. Hopefully y'all can see us. If y'all have any
Can everybody hear us?
comments or questions, please type them in. We looking at both phones as we're recording.
And Donette, I see you. Thank you for your
Glad you guys
comments.
to talk about it. Yes, girl, we gotta talk about it, because
I mean, let me know, like, what do you feel like is a place that hatred comes from? What do you think hatred starts at? Do you think hatred is taught, or is that just like a normal emotion?
do you saying like hatred for ourselves or for our
Ourselves or people, like, where does it come from?
I think some of it is taught, and because we mirror what we see other people doing.
Right.
So if as a child you see people always angry, always fussing about something,
Yeah.
if your mom is
Hey, Dad.
a certain color and they say, oh, we don't like them because of their color, and you constantly hear this, like that's what you're gonna grow up believing. Right. Now, some people will go the other way and not follow that narrative, but for the most part, I think a lot of it is taught, and I think I don't think it's like on purpose. I don't think parents teach us like to hate ourselves, because a lot of parents will put, and no shade, no offense, but a lot of people will put relaxers in their daughter's hair
because they don't like it being curly,
right? Because they
nappy.
Call it too nappy or it's unmanageable, and that's fine. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong for doing it, but just try to see where that's stemming from. Like, who told you that the way your hair looked was ugly? Like, who told you that? And why are you passing that down? And again, it's no shade to nobody, but we gotta kind of get out of that way of thinking, because I feel like it's not healthy for us. Like, there's nothing wrong with my hair.
No, and it's chemicals going into your scalp, first of all.
But as a child, like, you're not gonna be combative about it. You're just gonna be like, oh, okay. If my mama say it, then it must be something wrong with my hair. If my mom, because I was like, I don't know how old I was when my mom gave me my first relaxer, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I mean,
yes, it does.
Even with my hair has always been curly and thick, so it was just like, I gotta get a perm. It burns. Why do I have to get a perm? Like, why do we need all this heat and stuff? Like, I don't like none of this. But it's because my hair wouldn't lay down.
Right, but who said that was like the norm? Like, why is that the right thing? Like, your hair laying down or your hair being flat? Like, girl, I'm about to go on a whole nother episode. Listen, we got an episode for that. We ain't gonna get into today.
Here's the thing, though. Our hair grows like no other person.
Right.
Like,
and
your hair grows straight up.
Yeah.
Because the sun is pointing down at you, and therefore your hair is growing towards the sun like a plant.
That's right.
Because you are a plant, you are a person of the sun. Your hair does not hang down. Purposely, it does not hang down like other people who didn't come from the sun. But that's another conversation that we gotta have before Naisha prank called me again.
It's freezing.
It's freezing on your end. Yeah. I wish they had me on theirs.
I think it's okay.
You might have to bring it closer because the internet connection might be kind of sucky. Sorry, y'all.
Hold on. I'm gonna move this way.
So, how do we kind of free ourselves from hatred? Hey, Nene Terry. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, how do we go about, because it's so many people that have hatred for us, and then we kind of respond to that hatred with kind of the same response. But I feel like if people would just leave us alone or let us go back to a peaceful state. I heard somebody say it on a documentary. If they're never giving us a chance to go back to a peaceful state. And without that peaceful state, you don't meet equilibrium.
Ooh.
So in order to meet equilibrium, you have to have peace.
Right.
And happiness provides you with
peace. That's right. I think it all, like the affirmation or the quote for today said, like, it starts from within. Like, we know people hate us for the color of our skin, for the way our hair looks, whatever.
Everything.
Like, we know this stuff, but once we stop taking it so personally, like, and letting it affect us in that way, because when you know who you are, that stuff don't really bother you, because you like, I know your real reason for hating me. Like, right. I know the real reason why you hate me. Right. So that don't really bother me that you do hate me. And I think that's where happiness and peace begins. Like, when you start going within, like, if you looked at the world and everything else as everything that comes to you, everything that happens, if you looked at it as this is a reflection of either my thoughts, something that's been passed down to me, this is a reflection of me. And if we start, and I'm not saying everything that happens to us is that way, but if we start looking at most of what we go through as a reflection of ourselves, I think that's where the peace comes in, because then there's accountability. Because you can't find peace by blaming stuff on everybody else. Like, you can't say, well, I'm never going to be successful because
so-and-so did this to me.
Yeah, because of racism or whatever. Because I feel like that's going to make me want to go even harder. Like, just knowing that somebody told me, oh, you're not going to ever make it because you black or because you from the hood or whatever. Like, I'm looking at you like, just because you said that, I am.
Don't believe me, just
right. Right. So, can y'all hear me?
Is it better quality
it's
now?
On my end. It looks like it's okay now. Can y'all hear me on mine? Check in. Let me know.
I think everybody is cool.
The next question. Who are you outside of trauma and pain? Ooh,
that's a tough question because
do we even know?
I don't think we know, but like, who would you want to be? Like, would it be somebody different, or would you keep things the same way?
Wow, girl, you killing me with these questions because these really making you like
think
and go deep. But for me, who am I outside of my trauma and pain? I'm getting to that girl. Like, I don't know fully who she is because I'm still holding on to some of that pain and some of that trauma. But the person I would like to be is I'm about to stop going live because mine ain't working. But the person I would like to be is just someone who I don't care what happens, it ain't gonna disturb my peace. I don't care what it is, it ain't gonna disturb my peace. That's where I want to be in life. And I haven't got there yet because somebody can say one little stupid thing and then I be like, yeah, looking crazy. But I think that's who I really am. That's the true essence of who I am. Just being at peace, not letting too much bother me. Enjoying my life, like fully enjoying it and being okay with who I am, how I am. So I think I already, like, that girl is here. She's in here. I just gotta go through this trauma and this pain and really dig deep.
To get to who you are.
Oh, man. That's good stuff. That's some therapy type stuff.
We need Miss Penny to come on for that.
Right.
I don't know if I would necessarily change too much. I would say I would change maybe the way I learned how to love. Ooh. Instead of it being through trial and error, having it more through positive experiences, or just having someone teach me what that looks like from an early age. Not saying I wasn't loved by my parents or whatever, but that's a completely different love from when you learning to love somebody else that's not your family.
Ooh. That's good. And then I think most of what we saw was like dysfunction when it came to love. It wasn't like, I can't really remember nobody that I saw that had a healthy relationship growing up. Like, now I see it because of social media and we more exposed.
Social media,
anyway,
too. That's just perception.
But I think growing up, like, I never really saw that. Like, I can't remember seeing two people like really in love. So my definition of love was what I saw, and I saw like dysfunction, fighting, cheating, drinking, like all that BS. That's what I saw. What you laughing at, girl?
What's funny?
What I say? Probably something I said, honey. But
dysfunction.
But yeah, just changing that narrative, and be willing. Like, if you are with somebody, if you do have a partner, like, taking that journey with them. And there is like a difference between like being like a ride or die
and being a fool.
And
we done all played the fool.
Definitely, girl.
Whether you're male or female, we done all played the fool for somebody.
Right. So I would say just changing it, like, because you kind of know what to do if you reach like deep down. If you stop going by what you saw and what you hear and what people say, like, you kind of already know what to do. If you think about it, like you know what feel good to your spirit and what don't. If you're doing shady shit to people, like, you know that don't feel good to your, well, me anyway.
Yeah,
that don't feel good.
I can't speak for
spirit.
Other people. Yeah.
So you kind of already know what to do, and just having somebody with you on that journey while you are finding your peace, I think that makes all the difference. But you got to understand, both of y'all are coming with trauma, with some sort of trauma, and it ain't necessarily got to be something like as dramatic as it ain't got to be nothing like real dramatic, but both parties is coming with trauma. So just being able to work through that and knowing that both of y'all's end result and goal is to find peace and happiness.
Right.
That's all that really matters.
But do you feel like you can fix that within each other, or you feel like there needs to be an outside source that helps you to fix that? Because a lot of people, including myself, we won't see what the other person is saying because we're so in defense mode that we'll be like, oh, you taking shots at me. Right. You know, I've been guilty of that recently and before.
Same here.
And it's just like, shit, I know I got some toxic ways, but what are we going to do to work together to make sure we're fixing that?
We're trying to read your
Hold on, Aisha.
comment.
It keep trying to make me laugh at it. I don't want to laugh.
Hold on, wait. I think that our response that we go through, I'm not saying. Why won't let us look at
Now
it?
it's just being petty. You on your phone?
We'll go back and read it. We can't really tell what it says. I'm about to stop. Oh, there it goes. It's going live now.
Hold on.
Y'all don't laugh at this. This is our first little go around. Like,
You know, we're trying to get it right.
You know, we just listen to the message. Don't worry about the background with the live or whatever.
You know, we'll read it out loud.
Yeah.
The trauma and pain is what got us where we are. I say keep it same. Come on, Naisha Perry. Hi, Keisha.
I had to come over here and leave a line.
Well, welcome.
I'm sorry, girl.
So,
I'm sorry, girl.
what we were saying, like, what are some things that you are still holding on to?
Me, wow. I'ma just be transparent. I don't care. I be holding on to I wouldn't say holding on to it because I can still like talk to the person or be around them or whatever. Yeah. But I think a lot of stuff from my childhood, like it still affects my decision making today. Like a lot of stuff that I saw, a lot of stuff that I was told or that I heard, it still affects my decision making and how I operate now. And that's due to me still holding on to it. Like, and that's why I'm in the process now of creating a new way of thinking, a new way of existing amongst other people besides what I saw. So I think low key a little part of me is still holding on to my son's death. I feel like I'm still kind of holding on to that too because I don't really trust doctors like that. I don't really trust people like that either. Right. Like just going through something so traumatic and not it just really make you not really trust nobody. So right now,
especially with your child's life.
Right. So for me, I just thank the ones who can see that and who have still showed up for me regardless because is that honest? Yeah. They have showed up for me regardless because
he's seconding that motion.
Thank you, Ani.
Keon here.
But thank y'all because it really make you not want to trust people. It make you not want to trust people. It make you not really want to be around people because you can't breathe the way that you want to. And you just kind of get stuck.
Right.
So for me, it's them main two things, childhood and Keon. Those are the main two things that I'm still holding on to that I'm really trying to work through. But I'll get there though.
Yeah, it's a process.
I'll get there.
I'll be transparent with mine too. Mine is from my past relationship. It took a lot of damage out of me where it pushed me to the point where I was like, shit, I'm not about to lose no more money. I'm not about to live with nobody else. I'm not, like, it's just like, who can you trust? Now I'm getting better with that, and it had got me to the point where I'm like, okay, everything is a red flag. So it's just like coming from thinking that everything is a red flag to relearning how to trust someone, learning that nobody is doing anything behind your back so you don't have to worry about it. I don't have any of those concerns anymore. So it's just getting to that point like, okay, this isn't the same. So I can trust that it's something new. Right. But you still have those reservations like, oh shit, is this a red flag?
Right.
Like, is this the time I should walk away?
But are you thinking that because of what happened?
Yeah.
Or are you like, because sometimes I feel like there's discernment, and then I be confused in those too, because I be like, all right, I'm trying to be discerning, but is this my trauma like speaking to me right now, or is this my discernment speaking to me? So sometimes it is like the stuff that you've been through, like nothing could be even going on, but
then you start to panicking, like, okay, what the hell?
For no reason.
What's about to happen? So it's just
for
like
no reason.
Coming from that point, like everything's not a red flag. You don't have to walk away from everything. Because I was to the point after that relationship, I was like, you do some shit I don't like, I'm out the door. Mm-hmm. Like you get blocked, ain't no warning. Like we had a whole ongoing block list competition going on, and the block was hot.
Yeah, I did.
Me and you too.
We did.
The block was damn hot.
Y'all, our block list, you could literally scroll through it like this. Girl, I forgot about this.
I had a dude tell me that he didn't want to know his purpose on this earth. I was like, I can't do this.
Block.
I was like, nah, we can't do this. Like, it makes no sense for us to continue. I ain't trying to hurt your feelings, or maybe I am.
Right.
It's like when you get to a point and you're older, it's just like, I know what I'm willing to accept and what I'm not willing to accept. And then you have to get to the point too where you're like, I can't run from every relationship. Some stuff we gotta sit down and talk about.
Right.
I'm resilient to talking it. I'm just like, I don't want to talk about it no more. And I'm still like that to a certain point. Once I'm over it, I'm over it. I'm like, I don't want to keep talking about this. Why you keep bringing this up? And I'll look at you straight like this.
See, and I'm the opposite. I'm the opposite. I want to talk about it until it's resolved. Like, that's how I am with Kendrick. I feel like, to me, if we came to like a resolution about this issue that we having, I want to still talk about it. We ain't going to bed until we come to a consensus about this thing. Right. And he is more like you, like, man, we already done talked about this thing 50 times.
Right,
that's me. And we haven't got nowhere, so I don't want to talk about it no more. I feel like what we need to, and that comes, I think that's a part of healing too. Well, some of it might not be, but a lot of it is, because some of the issues that we have, it don't be little small stuff. It be like major shit. And I feel like you gotta talk about it. You gotta be willing to fight through some of that. Now,
and what's small to me might not be small to him. Because I'd be like, this is dumb. Why the fuck why are we arguing over this? Like, this don't even make logical sense while we're arguing about it. But I'm often not considering the fact that maybe something small to me is big to him.
Right. That is so true.
And for people who think all Aquariuses are the same, we ain't. Because she like to talk, and I don't all the time, especially when it comes to an argument. I don't like to do all that talking. Once I say what I got to say, I'm like, I'm done. And he want to keep going. Now, he's an Aries, and I'm an Aquarius. I'm just like, you done yet? I'm tired of this. And that's like Kendrick.
Yeah.
But you try to resolve it.
I be wanting to talk, like, until we, like, hash this thing out. And I think that for me, that's a part of me finding peace, because ain't gonna be no peace if we both still like beefing or whatever. That's just how I feel about it. And I don't like to go to bed mad. I don't like to like leave while I'm mad or stuff like that. So it's a lot. Everybody's different, but I think the ultimate goal, everybody have to remember that a resolution to one is not the same to other. That's true, sis. That is so true. That is so true. To some people, a resolution is, okay, we done calm down. We ain't yelling no more.
Yeah, no, that ain't always the problem.
Sometimes people think like that's a resolution, and it easily can be for some people. For me, a resolution is I can hug you and give you a kiss, and
we good.
And we good. Like, we can laugh again, we can joke, etc., etc.
Well, let me ask this question. Does there always have to be a right or wrong, or can there be, I see your point of view and you see my point of view without there being a right or wrong?
Y'all chime in. Let us know what y'all think. What
you think?
Going
in, so.
Yes, me, she
is. I'm getting to the point.
Do you think there has to be a right or a wrong?
Earlier. Because we being transparent. You see when I start going like this?
Y'all come on in. Sit down. Sit down.
I think when you start growing together, you can get to a point where it's okay, there's no right or wrong answer. We just have different perspectives, and you get to the point of respecting each other's perspective. Sometimes there may be a right or wrong, but I think for the most part, y'all can come to a common ground or a common resolution where both parties leave out happy. Compromise.
Yeah. It depends on what it is for me, I guess. Like, if I'm trying to think of something.
Keisha said there is no right or wrong.
Yeah. Well, let me ask y'all this then. So, if, say you out with your dude or whatever, or your husband or your wife or whoever, for the dudes that's on here. Say you out with them, and
that's true.
They saw like an ex or something. I'm just trying to make something up as I go, but say they saw an ex or something, and like they hugged the ex and they talking and laughing all in their face and stuff, and they exchange numbers or something like that. Like, to me, if I saw that, or if somebody told me that they was going through that, I'd be like, oh, they know they wrong for that. But then again, that person may not feel like they were wrong for doing that, because they might feel like, well, this is innocent. I'm with you, so it don't really matter. So I guess it just depends.
I don't know. That's a touchy one for me, because I'm just like, well, how did y'all relationship end? Did y'all end on good terms? Like, what's up? Like, how did it go? We trying to see the comments.
Yeah, we can't read the full comments.
But it's like making me give emojis.
Oh, there it is. Absolutely. there's not always a right or wrong. It's two different people. You have different perspectives based on you. That's right.
And
right.
then Keisha said, your feelings are not yours. Not everyone is going to agree.
That's true. Because somebody could say, a killer could say, everybody could say it's wrong to kill somebody. But then that killer might feel like, well, this person tried me or they did this, and the third, so I was legit in killing them. But then everybody else might be like, well, that's not right. You ain't supposed to kill nobody. So,
I mean, if you do something to my kid, I'm right.
That's what I'm saying. So, and even in a situation like that, like some people may say, oh, well, you didn't have to kill them. Well, then the other people might say, well, you mess with my child, so that's you liable to get killed.
Either way, you going to jail. About that earlier too. Either way, you going to jail. If you assault them, you going to jail. You kill them, you're going to jail. The only thing is the difference is the amount of time you're going to get.
Right. She said the past is the past. You should be confident enough to know where you stand. It all depends on how. We can't read the rest of the comment. But yeah, you're right.
All right, so Shanae said absolutely. We read that one.
It's boundaries and it's respect and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Boundaries.
Yeah. That's the one she said.
All right, the past is the past. You should be confident enough to know where you stand. It all depends on how.
Hey y'all, my connection keep going in and out, so I'm
our comment section is being super petty right now.
Y'all can go back and watch it, but
it depends on how it happens. For Neva's example, not right or wrong, it's boundaries and respect. Establish your relationship.
Absolutely. So yeah, I guess all of us can agree that there is not a necessarily right or wrong. Because what you might feel like is right, they might be like, hell no, that's wrong.
Right.
So I guess, yeah, everybody right with that.
All right, so let's talk about forgiveness. There are a lot of people that may have been hurt. You may have hurt somebody. Somebody may have hurt you. Like, how do you get to the point of forgiveness? How long does it take for you to forgive somebody? Do you hold grudges? How long you done held a grudge? What was your longest grudge? Like, because I used to be a real grudge holder. Like, I would go months without talking to people, and I've gotten better. But still, it's just like, forgiveness used to be a hard thing to me because I don't think I was really taught how to forgive people. It was just an emotion that I learned, and it's just that emotion that means it's temporary. So, what do you say?
I think for me, it goes back to kind of what we talked about in the Acts of Faith book. Like, it starts with self. And I read a book. When I was in therapy back in 2015, I read a book. It was called Forgiveness, A Bold Choice for a Peaceful Heart. And I'm going to put it in the comments if y'all want to check it out. I got it off Amazon for like 1 cent. But it was like a game changer for me and during that time, I had to forgive some folks during that time, like for real. But I had to dig somewhere inside of me to try to find it. It wasn't, because they were still the same people. Like, it's not like they had changed or anything to make me forgive them more easily. Yeah. It was just like I had to put myself outside of myself and say, okay, this person is human. Yeah. This person got trauma just like I do. This person done been through BS just like I have. So what part of me can really just hold a grudge against them or feel some type of way toward them? Because we all like go through shit. So for me, it started within. Like, once I forgave myself for a lot of stuff, and that's gonna be one of the activities that we do at the retreat. Writing letters to ourselves, because
sometimes you gotta forgive yourself for accepting.
Because that's a lot of the time. That's the reason why we can't forgive other people, because we haven't really forgiven ourselves. Like, if you still mad at yourself for something you did when you was 17 or 15 or 14 or whatever, or something you did when you was 21, if you still harboring that, you can't extend that to nobody else. Like, you can't give what you don't already have. So for me, I had to literally sit down one night. I will never forget this. I sat down one night and I had my little meditation music playing. Naima was about 3-4 months, maybe 6 months, I don't know. But I had my little meditation music playing. She was asleep. And I had my sage burning, my candles, and I just cried. Like, I cried for like 2 hours. I'm talking about the ugly, hard, nasty cry. Like, the ugly cry. I did that for like 2 hours. And I wrote a letter to my little girl self. Like, the little girl that felt like she didn't belong. She wasn't loved and nobody wanted her. I wrote a letter to her. I wrote a letter to my ratchet teenage self.
Hello.
And I wrote a letter to my now self and my future self. And that was the key for me to be able to forgive everybody else. Because that's kind of like, I think I had to go through the trenches to be able to extend grace to people that I never would have gave them before. So I think pain kind of causes you to do that. And for me, it was just an act of forgiving myself first and then looking at everybody, seeing your reflection in me.
Right.
So I can look at you as my sister or my brother or my husband, my wife, whatever, and I can see me in you. Right. So even though what you did was fucked up and I would have never crossed you like that, I can still say, you know what, this person is human. And I don't think that they genuinely meant to hurt me. They just did the best that they could with their experiences and what they had. So right. It's a lot now. It's a lot of work. And I ain't mad at people that don't want to do it because it's a lot. Like, and I'm about to cry just thinking about it, but it's a lot, like, trying to go to that place and really trying to, like, forgive yourself and then extending it to other people, because then you don't want to seem like a pushover, like, right. Oh, you can just do anything to me and then come back into my life. But then again, you don't want to hold grudges either, because that don't really feel good. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
Tell them the part too about when you forgive but you cut.
Oh,
when I say cut, cut them off.
Listen here, baby.
Because you can forgive people and they can stay in your life,
Absolutely.
But you can also forgive people like, look, you screwed me over one time,
right?
But I'm not gonna allow you to do it again.
Right.
Fool me once,
shame on you.
Fool me twice, shame on me.
Fool me 3 times,
but the peace I load the chopper, let it rain on you. Okay, so yeah, so I feel like, yeah, you have to cut people off eventually, because that's part of your growth. Like my mama had told me one time, she was like, ain't everybody meant to go
that's right
with you when you going up. Some people gonna fall off and drop to the bottom, and that's okay. And like we said last time, if I lost a friend, I don't miss them.
That's right. But just being able to forgiveness does not equal, oh, I gotta be in your face, I gotta laugh with you.
Absolutely
you
not.
Come like it. That don't mean that. Forgiveness means you ain't harboring no ill feelings toward that person.
Right.
I don't think my life's the record, but you ain't harboring no ill feelings toward that person. You can hear their name or think about them, and
you ain't got no
negative feeling. Right, it don't come up in you no more. And I done had to do that with some people too. I hate having to do that, like completely cut people out of my life, but I done had to do that before.
Whether it's friends,
but I forgave them though. I forgave them, and I done let some people know, like, I forgive you, but I can't rock with you like that no more.
Right. And I feel like as children, we were easier to forgive. Mm-hmm. So I don't know when the switch happened for me. Hello, Shanae. I just feel like, I don't know when I got to the point of holding grudges. Maybe like it was something that I picked up subconsciously from seeing my parents. I don't know. I don't want to blame them for that, but you pick up stuff that you see and you notice, like, how long is somebody staying mad at somebody, and you realize it, and as a kid you're like, damn, you still mad?
You ain't been by the house in a long time.
I ain't seen Auntie in a minute. Like, you still mad at Auntie? So it's just like, as you grow older, and it's like you go through relationship experiences, and you pretty much mark what you see. Like, you just like, oh, okay, well, you did something I don't like, so I ain't gonna talk to you.
Oh, my mama was ruthless for that. She went her to listen. My mama that raised me, somebody crossed her, she wasn't fooling with them. It was times we didn't see our family for a long time just because she was in her feelings about something. Not saying she was wrong for being in her feelings about it, but rightfully so. And we didn't see people for a long time because she was just like, I can't fool with them. I don't mind cutting people out. Sometimes I have to for my own peace and sanity. That's absolutely right. Like, you pretty much know. I know I can't. Whatever they do, I don't care what they do. I can't allow myself to be around this person. Like, I can't.
Especially my energy is
that's
so
what I'm saying.
Negative.
Some people you can like compromise on it because you like, you know what, they drain me sometimes, because I know I drain people sometimes, but I know I try to give light where I can. Yeah. So people probably feel that way about me sometimes. Like, you know what, she alright.
I don't know, but your energy's so damn high.
Well, I appreciate that, but I know sometimes, because I don't be wanting to deal with myself sometimes. I be like, you know what, girl, you too much. But it's some people that you really just be like, you know what, I cannot.
Well, how Jocelyn said, I cannot.
I can't. I've had people to not understand that just because I forgave, that I still have to deal with them. Girl, and this is another part of finding your peace too. we be giving so much fucks, excuse my language, but we be giving so much fucks about like what people thinking and what people gonna say about us, and oh my god, if I don't do this, then such gonna be mad, or if I don't show up for this, somebody gonna be mad, or if I tell her how I really feel, she's gonna be mad at me, or he gonna be mad at me.
You gonna have to be mad today.
I'm at the point now where I'm like, listen, I don't even care no more. Family, I don't care who it is.
Because you to be quiet for so long,
right?
That when it's time for you to go off, you off.
That's what I'm saying.
So if you got something to say, you don't care how they feel about it. They're gonna be hurt. It is what it is.
God may not be finished with you, but I am.
I know that's real. I know that's real.
Say that. That's a word.
That's real though. Like
that's a part of finding your
you
peace.
Can't hold a human to the same standard that God is, because God got to love you too, and I don't.
No, I love you, but I love you from a distance. And again, like I said, that's part of finding your peace too, and finding your happiness. Like you can forgive, and you can just not deal with people. But then too, like be okay with because a lot of our peace and our happiness is drained from being people pleasers. Like we want to make sure. But that comes from wanting validation though. It's like all of it is like a trickle effect. You a people pleaser because you want validation from people. You want people to see how amazing you are and stuff. But if you just truly authentically be yourself, like if I'm having an event,
people gonna come to you.
They gonna come. You know me, like me and my homegirls, like and some of y'all on there now, but we got this thing where we don't really talk all the time like that. But it's never no shade. It's never like, well, bitch, you ain't called me in about 3 weeks. Like it's never no shade. It's just like, okay, she doing her thing. I'm doing my thing. If you having something and I can't make it, it's not like, oh, you wrong for not coming. It's just like, what? Anyway.
You know, somebody did get quite upset.
Wait a minute. Girl.
We ain't gonna say the name. We ain't gonna name drop, but somebody did get mad.
She blocked me
because we didn't show up to an event. So
she blocked me. No, she was mad because we didn't buy none of her products. Or
how was I supposed to know?
Girl, she blocked me, so I don't care. I don't care if she your friend on Facebook.
No, girl, maybe I don't know. She might have blocked me too. Now y'all listen. If y'all have a product that don't nobody know about, how do you expect people to buy your product?
Y'all,
I don't have ESPN, not ESPN. What is ESP? ESP, where I can just magically think about, oh, she got a new product coming out.
She blocked me though. But stuff like that, and me and her was cool. Like I thought that was my girl, and we hadn't spoken in a while. And she just came out of nowhere and was like, y'all wrong for not buying da-da-da-da. And I'm just thinking, like, I would never. Like, if I'm selling something and you don't buy it, or I'm having something and you don't come, like, that's fine. Maybe you had something come up. Maybe you ain't got the funds, whatever. But, left my I told you about it, girl. But, just stuff like that. And I'm so grateful for my homegirls because y'all have really, like, help me find my peace. Like y'all show up when I need y'all, and that's another part of finding peace too, you guys. Having the right group of people around you, having the right friends, having the right support system, telling them what you need sometimes. And if you real connected, they already know what you need, and they'll just shoot you a text like, I'm just thinking about you, just keep pushing. We done did that for each other several times.
Look, she told us not to come back to the hospital. We didn't take it personal.
Right. Thank you.
I see when you
Thank you. That is a good example. I told everybody, no visitors. Just give me this time to heal. I don't really want to be around nobody like that because I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to learn how to walk again. First of all, I ain't want y'all seeing me like that. It was nothing like I felt like y'all was gonna like clown me or nothing, but it was just to me. Kendrick, I was like, I knew Kendrick got on my ass bad, but I just knew the energy that I needed to heal. I couldn't disperse it at the time. And you know, when we get together, we cuts up bad. Regardless if I'm in the hospital or not, we do that all the time. But yeah, during that time, I was like, no visitors. And nobody like was mad about it. Everybody respected it. When I got out, people showed up. We had like, you know, we would get together every now and then, and we do now. And just stuff like that, supporting people, showing up for them, knowing who really in your corner, who can celebrate with you. All of that is a part of finding your peace. So take an assessment of who is around you. If they ain't enhancing your life in any way,
they taking away.
They not bringing you light, or love, or just whatever.
Juice is cut. And I think another part of happiness is being happy for the people who are around you.
That's right.
If you can't be genuinely happy for the people around you, you don't need to be around them.
You got to take a break sometimes.
Yeah.
You got to take a break sometimes. But you know you at peace when I can see you winning or whoever. And even if I'm in a tight spot right now, I see y'all winning and I can still be happy because I can draw from that. Like you draw strength from that when you see your friends winning, when you see your family winning, you can draw strength from that. So that's another thing, like finding your peace. And then that's how you keep your peace, because even if you are at a tight spot or you somewhere where you don't want to be in life, that just made me think about something else. But even if you are in a tight spot, like just knowing that it's temporary, or just knowing like if my homegirl, she done been through a lot of shit too, and I see that she doing good, she progressing or whatever, it ain't nothing for me to do the same thing. And I know when it's time for me to really like boss up like that, she gonna be right there in my corner. Right? I deal with people who help celebrate even the smallest successes. Honey, we be celebrating little stuff.
Girl, like, you got new labels?
Girl.
Congratulations.
Come through. Girl, that crochet is the bomb.
And it's
celebrating stuff like this.
Because we ignorant, so we celebrate everything.
Crazy. But the other thing I was gonna say is peace. This, and I'm gonna end with this.
Okay, we'll start wrap up here.
Yeah, because it's time for us to start wrapping up. But another part of finding your peace is knowing that you, and Oprah said this in a video, it be circulating on like Facebook and Instagram, but knowing that you are always like where you supposed to be at that moment.
Yeah.
Like, cause we be feeling I think a lot of our anxiety, and I go through it myself, so I'm not just talking about other people, but a lot of our anxiety comes from thinking, I gotta have this or I gotta have that before I can find my peace.
Right.
That is not true. And once you get there, you're gonna be looking for something else. So the only way to your peace is like feeling it now. Even if you living in an old raggedy, bust down,
I gotta change the song,
ratchet, whatever, you living like that, or you ain't got no car, you gotta walk to work every day or whatever, like just be okay with it. Like that's your time to find your peace right there. If you gotta walk something, man, I used to have to go through that, walking to the store and stuff, but just being okay with where you are, being okay, it's a reason for everything. Remember myself. That's right. And it's not. So that's what I'm ending with. Find your peace right now. Like you can get it now. Don't try to wait for something to happen before you can breathe and be at peace. Like it's here now. It's waiting on you. So just find it, keep digging until you get to the bottom of it. Cut folks off, invite folks in.
New people.
Be transparent. Don't try to put on the front about your life. Like I had to stop doing that too. I was like, y'all know I'm a mess, honey. I embraced it. I embraced it now. So just find y'all peace.
Yeah.
Find your peace.
Be happy. Enjoy life. Like even if you get mad, don't let it last all day.
That's right.
What you say? Give yourself a time frame to be mad or
that's
with
our
somebody.
new thing. That's me and Kendrick new thing, y'all. So
give yourself a time frame.
He's so petty. He said that we have a certain time frame that we can argue. So from like 12:30 to 1. That's our time frame to argue. You can't argue after that. And it's so funny because we be laughing now about it. Like, if we about to argue about something, we'll laugh and be like, it ain't 12:30, so we can't talk
hold on to that anger.
So it just becomes funny. Laugh, have a good time, enjoy people, enjoy yourself.
Enjoy life, because you only got one life.
I love y'all. I thank y'all for participating. We didn't have a lot of viewers tonight, but
and that's cool.
I hope that y'all got something out of it, though. I really do.
Yeah, and just make sure if you missed the previous episodes, you can find us on SoundCloud, or we'll go ahead and repost the links so you guys can see the previous ones. Love yours, love yourself, forgive, and be happy. And we love y'all, and thank you for participating. Make sure you share, and I was about to say subscribe, girl. Or you can subscribe on SoundCloud.
Oh, they can.
Yep, they can.
So we got to make sure we post the link. I love this song by J. Cole.
Yeah, no such thing as a life that's better than yours. Really so nice. That's just encouraging you to just be happy in your mode and be great.
And I'm grateful for y'all that's on here because, like, you can always tell who really want to find peace in their life and who really want to experience it. Because they listen to stuff like this, they read books, they listen to their music and stuff. So,
no such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours.
All right, y'all. We'll catch y'all next week.
Y'all.
7 o'clock every Thursday, unless we have a schedule conflict. We'll see y'all next week. Deuces.
Love y'all.